Morning, everyone. Welcome back. It's Terry. Welcome back to another edition of an Orchid A Day. Last night we had our Orchid Society dinner at a very nice Italian restaurant, and then we had our raffle for the order of picking out your plant, which I showed you the video from my trip there to pick out plants. And if I can figure out how to put a link, I'll put it somewhere. But anyway, while I'm saying that, please subscribe to my channel and like the video if you do. But I lucked out last night. If you see that video, you will see me with this plant, more or less giving it up from my collection to the raffle for other members to have and enjoy. Also with the hope that I would get a ticket early enough, because I figured that this would be wanted by many members. And of course, I was lucky enough to be the second person picked, or my number was drawn second, and I of course went right to this. And when I picked it up, everybody sighed as I smiled and walked right to my seat. And at the end, there were 3 extra orchids, so we had an additional raffle, and I won another one. So all in all, it was a great evening for me. Well, it was a great evening for everyone. We all had fun. But this is, of course, to remind you, this is Cattleya Chocolate Drop crossed with Patinar Little Toshi. And me and Chocolate Drop have a long history. I've always wanted Chocolate Drop, and I've had it in my collection. I have it now, but I've struggled with it, and I'll just leave it at that. I've struggled with it. So, but I've still, besides struggling with it, I've still desired to have it and have never given up on being able to grow it. I've always had it in my collection. So when I saw this cross, I had to have it. Little Toshi is probably an offspring of Toshi Aoki, which Toshi Aoki is one of the very first orchids that really, Cattleya wise, that caught my eye. And I again have unsuccessfully tried to grow it. I did have a nice sized plant that bloomed for me, but maybe it was 2 summers ago, it rotted when in the late summer, when it was getting cold and got too much rain on it, and the pseudobulbs just rotted. So to have a cross of almost 2 of my favorite Cattleyas is a dream. So here it is. And then when I got it at Nats, I found out that a member of the iOS is the one that made this cross, who is a friend of mine. So I will have to hit him up. So that is that plant. And the other plant that I got was this. So as you all know, that I've been dealing with this over here, and there are 2 perennies that are right here that I lost. Although they're probably not this variety, doesn't matter. I have another perennial that's hanging, that's I would say it's close to a specimen size, maybe not, I don't know. But I will never turn down a perennial because it's my favorite Basavola. It is fragrant. It is. And the thing about me getting this, even that this was available, this was the last plant that was available, and my tag was called and it was there. So how did those things happen? Okay, we all know what perennial is. Perennial is a species. I would probably say it's from around South America, Mexico, probably Belize. Typical Persavola. likes highlight, likes drying off at the roots. For me, Prosopholis have preferred to be mounted for me, but everybody can't have mounts in their grow environment, so they do tend to grow in diverse media. But space-wise, for me, I prefer them mounted, and they grow better mounted. I'll just leave it at that. So, night fragrance, Brassavola. So yeah, that was my day there. And this is another edition of an Orchid A Day. I know I've already said that. I will leave you with a little glimpse of this beauty that is just opening up. But yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. And if you've enjoyed the video, hopefully I'll see you again. Enjoy your orchids. Bye.